Alright, now that we have these sweet, sweet dice images, let's go ahead and swap out our text view for an image view. I'll get rid of this text view and instead add a image view. As I did with the text view, I'll use wrap content for both of these. And I also want to use layout gravity to center this horizontally. Now this doesn't actually specify what image to show. To do that, use the Android source attribute. This will let you refer to a drawable by typing @drawable and then picking one of those dice images that you imported. I'll go ahead and use dice image 1. And finally, because we're going to be dynamically changing this image view, you'll want an ID for the image view. Let's call it dice_image. Okay, so at this point I'm finished here, so I'll go ahead and close this, and then go back to my Kotlin code, and open up main activity. So we no longer have this text view here, so let's go ahead and remove this line. And we don't even have a variable called result text, so I'll remove this line as well. Now let's get that image view that I just made. So I'm going to add val dice image, and that is an image view. And I'm going to set that equal to find view by ID, and pass in r.id, and then it was not the result text, but image, dice image. We now have our image view. Now we need to decide which image should be displayed based on this random number we've generated up here. If the random number is 1, we should use dice image 1. If the random number is 2, we should use dice image 2, and so on. In Kotlin, we can do that using a when expression. That when expression looks like this. And I can actually make a variable. I'll call it drawable resource, and I'll set it equal to whatever this when expression comes up with. So when the random image is 1, I'm going to get dice 1 image. When it's 2, I'll get dice 2 image, and so on. Okay, so scrolling down a little bit, what I'm going to do is take my dice image, and I'm going to pass it as a parameter to set image resource. So this needs a resource ID, and I decided what resource ID to use up here. So I'll just pass in drawable resource. Okay, let me get rid of a few of these extra spaces. And now let's run the app. Alright, here's the app, and I can already see that I'm using the one-sided dice image, which is awesome. Let's roll it. Woohoo! I've got these beautiful vector images of randomized dice, which is awesome.